Good morning and welcome back to the road here in Chile. So today we are heading from Punta Arenas. No, we're not. We're heading from Puerto Natales, which is where we are. Not in Punta Arenas. That's the end destination. We're in Puerto Natales, and we're leaving Puerto Natales under clear blue skies with superb views of the lake and out towards Torres del Paine National Park. We're leaving here and heading towards the island of fire, Tierra del Fuego. So later on today we'll be getting the ferry onto the island, all as a group. It's a nice statue. And heading on to Cerro Sombrero, which is our place for tonight. Our penultimate day's ride before we reach the end of the road, or the end of the world. So as I say, it's a beautiful day. A bit chilly, 12.5 degrees. But look at this scenery. I mean, we've just got so lucky with the weather. It's been really good. A full day off yesterday, which was nice because I actually managed to just get some R&R. Everybody went to Torres del Paine National Park. I'd been there before, so I didn't bother, so that I could get a few jobs done and also a bit of time just to myself. These trips, you've got to take the time when you can. So right, fully rested now. And there's the Megalodon. And we're heading off towards the south. As I say, it's a beautiful day to be riding a motorbike. Quite an easy and straightforward run today. Could be a little bit windy later on, but we'll see how we get on. The forecast is actually for it to be very good today. I think that's what we're in store for us. So more later. Okay, so here we are, on the way from Puerto Natales to Cerro Sombrero. And we're just basically, there's a lot of straight road, sort of wild farmland country just out here. This is typical of this part of the world now. We're right down south. If you look at a map, we're almost down to the bottom end of the South American mainland. It is quite bleak. But there's still quite a lot of small trees and shrubs and things, just to keep you occupied a little bit. And then the road just firing off into the horizon. We've just got the cruise control set. We're just music on. Let's take the miles down. So which is 10 degrees. So it's a little bit chilly with the wind blast. But it's not that windy. Usually when you come along here it's really windy, but it's not today. We've got beautiful weather for the day. It's an almost completely clear sky. Oh, lots of wildlife about. Watching. But we're ticking the miles away. Okay, so here we are. We're still working our way towards the ferry to Tierra del Fuego. Across the southern end of South American mainland. So we're sort of heading due east now. Off to my right, over those hills, will be the Magellan Straits. But what we've got here is quite a lot of farmland, obviously estancias, mostly sheep rearing around here. Big fields of sheep for the delicious Patagonian lamb. Still quite sort of barren, quite sort of exposed. But, just so lucky with the weather. This far south you wouldn't expect it to be 14.5 degrees and blue skies, which is what it is at the moment. It's really quite pleasant. As you can see, there isn't really a lot going on. Put the camera on in a little while when something more interesting crops up. Okay, so we've got our first real view of the Straits of Magellan off to our right here. Now, so you can see now that we're actually southern edge of the mainland of South America now, and we're sort of going east along the coast, and that to our right. Well, that's the Straits of Magellan. First navigated in 1520 by Ferdinand Magellan, employed by the King Charles I of Spain. He circumnavigated the world and found this passage that he managed to find between the mainland of South America and the islands off the coast of South America, to find a sort of safe passage through, because the alternate route was to go much further south between the Drake Passage, which is between Cape Horn and Antarctica, which obviously, being right down there, gets a lot of disturbed waters and was very dangerous for shipping. Whereas this channel, as it feeds through between Tierra del Fuego and the mainland and all the other islands in the mainland, is a lot safer from a passage point of view. And interesting fact, until the Panama Canal was opened in 1916, it was the main shipping route for all shipping going from the Atlantic to the Pacific. So there you go. Some useless information for you. The Magellan Straits. They're not completely safe, as you'll see in a little while. We see some of the ships that are wrecked along this coast. There are some shipwrecks. The one thing is for sure is you can smell, well, you can't, because obviously we don't have smell-o-vision, but you can smell the sea air. It's the smell of my childhood. It's brought up by the coast. And we have some more Patagonian lambs now. Okay, so just switch the camera back on. We're only a couple of miles from where I last switched it off. But up ahead is an old estancia that's worth me slowing down so you can see, and also along the coast here are the shipwrecks that I mentioned. So I'll just slow down. Joy of having nothing behind me is that I can slow down and show you this. I'm not going to stop take photos, I've got lots of these at home, but this is an old estancia, as you can see. Estancia San Gregorio, founded in 1876. Imagine living down here, right at the very bottom coast of South America. And there to our right, you can see the shipwrecks. You can see some of the group, I think that's Mira, up there taking photos. So big ships bashed against the sea. Steve's bike, actually. Oh, the old estancia. And the new one. So still working the land down here, as far south. Okay, so I just stopped here just so I can try and capture these two birds here. They look like ostrich, but they're actually rhea, native to South America, this area. So there's quite a few of them about. There's the third one over there now. There you go. Rhea. So we're just got the sheep over there. Yeah, we're just about 7 miles now from the ferry port onto Tierra del Fuego, so we're back heading south down the tip of this little peninsula from where the ferry goes. Where there's a cafe where we're going to regroup so that we can get the whole group onto the ferry together. So hopefully a bit more of that. The wind's picking up now as well, which is not unusual. We'll pick up on that a little bit later. Okay, so here we are arriving at Tierra del Fuego ferry port terminal on the mainland. So we're just going to ride up here into the cafe. But you can see in the distance there, the island at the head, that's Tierra del Fuego. We're going to just go and park up where the cafe is. You can see the ferry leaving there. And here we are. Cafe. Okay, so we're now going to be boarding the ferry to Tierra del Fuego. And look in the mirrors, see all the bikes around. Say again? Yeah. So it's always going to take a little while just to get on, but I won't leave the camera running because it's too difficult to switch it on and off. Although this is now not the most interesting of video footage, but we do have the entire group behind. There we go. We're good. Okay, so we're coming off the ferry. Somebody's bloody drone there. What we're going to do is just line all the bikes up underneath that sign and then walk back, get a picture of us all. Okay, so try that again. Well, welcome to the Island of Fire. So named because when Ferdinand Magellan was down this way exploring, the indigenous people of the island lit a lot of fires to keep themselves warm and what have you. So he called it the Island of Fire after all the fires they could see on the island. The only thing is they then landed on the island and started exploring and ended up wiping out the entire indigenous population. The human race has a lot of bad history. But for now, it's our gateway to the end of the world. We're now on an island off the very southern tip of South America.